thinking the cheeky bastard, and the post was a picture of that Marvin and a picture of me, 2 explosive podcasts face it off, and I'm thinking, where the fuck's that came from? And that's where it all started, and that's when they exposed themselves. Now, before the 3rd podcast with James English, he went on holiday to Dubai.
Yeah.
He's come back from Dubai with a different agenda, funding, and his narrative was to finish me off. I exposed it before he carried it out. Now, you can all say what you want.
What purpose would he have got from finishing you off? Because, see, for me, it seemed
because
like...
I weren't playing his game.
Oh.
I weren't playing his game. You see them podcasters, this is the way they work, mate. And it is how it is.
Yeah.
When you do a podcast with them, you're getting into the game, they start passing you to their mates.
Mm.
And you go around the circle of them.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't play ball, you get kicked out the circle. You've seen it done with a few other people.
Mate, I only went on Sean Atwood's and Marvin's. I didn't go on no one else's. I mean, to be fair, I would have went on James English. I'm not going to lie. But, like, there ain't too many others. You know what I mean? There ain't too many others.
There is. There's loads of others. You're just stuck in a circle of bullshit podcasting, mate.
Yeah, but hey, fuck all that though. Fuck them guys for a sec.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not even a podcaster, mate, and I get more views than them.
What do you want to do with your platform? Because you got a fucking audience, bro. You got people talking about you. You got connection with the people.
It's not my fault. I'm not doing this on purpose. People want to mention me. I'll mention them back. This isn't staged.
But what do you want to do with it though? Like, what's your plans moving forward? You know what I'm saying?
My plans with this social media, lad, is to promote a message. I'm not trying to make money off no one. It's just always been to promote a message.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool. But the message gets out there, then what? The message, but there's got to be some action behind it as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
What sort of action? No. What sort of action does it need?
I don't know. Because see,
all it took for me was a little moment to focus on that phrase of choose a life, not a knife. And I never cut my wrist. And I know for a fact there's other people out there that hear that phrase, look at the story, look where it came from, and it helps them, it motivates them. And that's just words. That's without the backing, but the backing will come. The only reason the backing hasn't arrived, lad, is because I'm so vocal, and as you call it, I'm ranting. And when I'm ranting at all these little rats that are clickbait, I'm damaging myself. So I should have been preparing myself for the doing a knife charity bike ride with that Ben Kinsella. I had an argument with that James English. He runs to his mate who works at the Sun in Scotland, and they front page me, destroys that opportunity on me.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So it is what it is, lad. I never done nothing to James English. He went to stab me in the back because I never played ball. At first I said I was going on the ayahuasca fucking drink, you know, where we were all meant to be going somewhere and getting on that drink. I was agreed to go into that. As soon as I felt the poison, I pulled out of it. When I started pulling out of them things, he just did not like it, and he switched. Bottom line is, that was it.
Do you know what I think you should do? I think you should try and do something with your audience. I don't know what, but you should try and take whatever audience you got and try and... I don't know how you do it, D. Honestly, I don't. Like, maybe I'll think of it.
I can't just... I'm not... I don't know what you mean.
I reckon you could, I don't know, man. Just take your message to the streets almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the internet's cool in that, yeah? But it can only do so much, man. For me,
but listen, don't worry about what I'm doing, and the message is flowing. Don't worry about that.
But listen, anyone that talks about you says the name, says the phrase. Darren G, what, choose a life, not a life? That guy. And I'm like, yeah, brother. Like, so it's attached to you, you know? So it's definitely out there. Yeah, it's definitely out there. It's
all over the place, mate. I've gone my own little way about it. I've got a lot of hate off it, but I'm receiving hate off the dickheads.
Yeah.
Dickheads that don't know.
But you're going hard on everyone, G.
You've got to understand who started all this. You've got to understand who started all this. I didn't scream no names out. They screamed mine out. I never put me and him together. They manipulated the situation that ended up me and Marvin getting put together. It is what it is. And then you've got Marvin trying his hardest, going all out to provoke me to get on stage with him. It never happened. He got fucked off. He didn't like it. And he just turned on me. And all he's done is clickbaited me since. What do I mean by that? Go and look at every one of his videos and look at the ones with my name attached to it. That's where all his views are. He's got no views on anything else, bro. And then if you go to anyone else, You go to anyone else and look at their videos, and it's me that's pulling the fucking traffic. No one else, bro. They're clickbaiting off me, and they're making themselves look like complete fucking dickheads. Because when I come back, I come vocal. And if you're all sat there lying about me, destroying my credibility like I'm some fake, because you're all shit scared about what's getting put in my book. It's the bottom line, lad.
When's your book coming out?
It's on the back burner. When I say my book's coming out, I just get bombarded, harassed. I don't mean like, I mean, he's lying, his mental health's gone. They're trying to fuck me book up before it's even sold, as if it's all going to be lies in the book, you know?
Yeah. But there's going to be haters no matter what you do. Especially on this internet. Because it's easy for them to attack you. Because all they got to do is just say something, and then people start questioning it without no evidence. Do you know what I'm saying? No evidence at all. And you're like, mate, who the fuck is this guy talking shit? You know? That's the internet.
You know what? The bottom line is, lads, it's just a murky world, that podcasting, especially that group of podcasting. Not all podcasters. Yeah, I've done 4 podcasts in the last 4 months, mate, or the last 3 months with decent kids. You don't watch them because they're not getting screamed about, but they're out there. They're steadily flowing.
I think I see one of them. Yeah, I see one of them.
You've got like the one in Cardiff. What's that called? The Central Club. Trigger Reds. This is just decent, normal kids who are sharing positivity. Them so what, kids, what are they speaking about? What are your boys speaking about? Let's have it right. They're your boys, aren't they? I've got one of Marvin's boys on here. Look, people. Oh my God, we've got one of Marvin's boys.
Nah.
So but what I'm saying is this. Look,
I knew Marvin.
They're just in a little murky cesspit of promoting gangsterism, promoting poison. I don't see any of them. You've got Marvin like going into footballs and spending money on people playing footy and da. But really, what the fuck's he doing? He's in a certain area where the main man in that area is linking him up with the local fucking, the main drug dealer in the area is linking him up with the local boxing club that's saturated with drug dealers. It's fucking messy, lad.
I don't know nothing about that.
Listen, I always write that Marvin off because he's...
Yeah, you kill... Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. Between you and Marv, I reckon that can get ironed out. Look, I know you've gone hard on him. I know, like, a lot of shit's been said, but, like... Bruv, man. You're basically on the same side, but you're too alike.
We're not,
too
bro.
Alike, man. You're too alike.
We're not alike. Look, lad. Let's look at him. He's fake as fuck, lad. He's not what he is on the screen. I've been there, I've done that. I know what stage he's at, lad. 3 years ago, mate, I was rough as fuck behind the camera, getting on the camera, trying to look away. I've caught him coming off the pipe, getting him on camera.
Fuck off, no you ain't.
Lad, he had snot in his hair and everything. And he's in some Snyder apartment that you rent out in Airbnb on Boundary Lane in fucking Liverpool on the Dock Road. It's a thing you rent out for the weekend, you know, where you take some little slapper. He's just been on the pipe all weekend.
You're killing
him. It ruined him, you know. It fucking killed him. I'm going to do one more thing about Darren Ginger Lion and that's it. Well, hurry up, lad.
Bro,
move on, you and your little producer.
Oh, you're a funny guy, brother, man.
Well, the bottom line is, mate, I'm straight as fuck. Don't give a fuck what any of them rats say.
I do, but I just feel that sometimes, like, but you know what it is? Like, it's easy for me to say, but where you got so much followers and that, and most probably where you're just getting all this hate and you're just taking it behind the scenes without saying, it's easy to say just crack on what you're doing, but God knows what hate you're getting behind the scenes, you know what I mean? But I know you're ruffling a lot of feathers up in Liverpool, though, bruv. You're screaming a lot of names. I don't know the geezers up there.
Nah, but look, the names I'm mentioning are mentioning me first. Always.
I don't ever hear that, bruv. I've never heard of these people. Only out of your mouth.
The main rat in Liverpool is the stalker. The stalker. Ignore Snitchy Bumberclark, lad. He's just a little frag.
Where do you fucking get these names from, bruv? Snitchy Bumberclark.
Yeah, look at them. They're like fucking... You can throw them in a Mr. Men book, can't you? Hello, Mr. Snitchy Bumberclark.
You're a fucking killer, bruv. You're a killer, mate.
They're all like little cartoon figures, aren't they? You'd smash it. Get a cartoon going, lad. Make me the main character. Because I'm the main character in this fucking pantomime, lad.
But they're all from Liverpool. All this drama's in Liverpool, bruv. All this drama's in the circle of Liverpool guys, because the London guys ain't really doing that. Even Marv, he's not really retaliating. Do you know what I'm saying?
Listen, no lie. You see these kids in Liverpool, Marvin's deliberately gone to Liverpool, started mixing with a group, knowing quite well he's ripping scars right open. And I think it's just going to settle down. If he keeps ripping them scars, lads, there'll be a full-blown, there'll be something going on in Liverpool. Lad, he started. Why? Because he's clickbaiting. He's clickbaiting, smoking crack, getting on the A over weekends, going home, masturbating, getting caught in front of the telly with a bit of fucking child.
Hey, Marv, as far as I know, is proper teetotal. You know what I'm saying? He don't even smoke weed, bro. He don't even smoke weed. And I know this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know. I
know you're his close friend, lads. I know that. You don't need to like,
I'm not his close friend. No.
Lad, you're literally licking his bum. If he was sat there now, you'd be spreading his bum cheeks, giving me fucking Imagine by John Lennon.
Listen, bro.
Innit? Hey, fucking right. Marvin there sucking on Aki's William. Lazar playing the fucking Imagine by John Lennon on the far
Aki
thing.
squat you, brother.
What a fucking creature Marvin is. Now, you're probably sitting there going, don't insult me friend, don't insult me friend. But look at the kip of him, bro. Would you let him bang your daughter?
Listen to this. Put it this way. Put it this way. Put it this way, yeah? We've all been shit cunts, yeah? We've all done bad things. We've all had a bad name. But to continually judge people on what they've done rather than where they are,
lads, but what you're doing now,
back on you,
now let's bring it back to the point. Before I even started getting on that rat's case, he's screaming about me. He's putting posts up about me. He's wanting me to say something about him. So when I come back and say something about him, he doesn't like it because it writes him off. And he hasn't lived it down since. So the little weasel is mixing with weasels and trying to fucking like iron me out or cancel me out. I'm not here for any materialistic gain. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here for clickbait. I'm not here for subscriptions so I get monetized and all this bullshit. I'm simply here to promote a message. I've promoted for 5 years. I know you're saying it's got no substance on the back of it because I haven't opened a community centre.
No.
So you've got to understand this, Lazar. At the beginning, when I'm absolutely fucking flying, and I'm on the desks of head teachers, ready to go into schools and give speeches or assemblies. Everything's going. I've got a GoFund page that's up and running, collecting funds. I get attacked by the stalker. He goes on a live feed calling me a nonce. I've just been charged with raping a 13-year-old kid, he said, on a live feed to 600 people. There was no truth in it. Never even arrested, not even at a police station. And that's where the nonce shout came from 3 years ago, that little horrible rat.
I never heard that attached to your name, to be fair.
Right, he then attacks all my emails with the other rats. Ends up fucking hacking the GoFund page and telling people I'm trying to rob it. So all of a sudden I'm a nonce and a thief on the back of this one rat, and you're backing this one rat.
Listen, you got to remember. Okay, this is what I was going to say, because you're saying so much, I forgot, yeah? See, when you're going through whatever you're going through, yeah? Nobody knows unless they watch your lives, but no one puts up the stuff where you're talking sense, only when you're ranting, yeah? One, yeah? And two, we can only judge on the videos we put out. Sam's going to Africa. I don't know nothing in Liverpool. I'm from London. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the ins and outs, yeah? So I can't comment on any of the street stuff. All I can say is what I see. And when someone goes to Africa to help kids, bro, actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, bro. Yeah,
actions speak louder than words. So
actions speak louder than words. So if you're going to Africa to help kids, that means you're putting them African kids before you're putting yourself first, because you're going over there to help them, to drop them stuff.
But have you ever thought he's using the African kids just the way he's using everyone else to get a little bit of fucking egotism in him?
Bro, do you think when them African kids are getting them presents, they're feeling used? They're thinking some rich white man comes to their country.
They don't know, lad. They don't know they're being used, do they? They don't know they're being used, but you know, the man that's giving the presents know exactly what he's doing. There's a real reason why he's over there, and it's not to look after the African kids. He does that as a byproduct.
You see, in my eyes, yeah, anyone can say that.
Anyway, look, he's a fat nonce from the streets of Liverpool who grooms young girls, young lads, leads them into a life of homosexuality or whoring. That's the bottom line. As you were saying, you don't know you're from London. You haven't got a clue what goes on the streets in Liverpool. So you
enough.
can't
That's
start
true.
saying
That's
a minute
true.
ago.
I don't. All I see
I know,
is
but Lazar,
right
you
there.
can't start saying a minute ago, oh, I don't know. I just know he's going to Africa. So what's going on in the streets of Liverpool? I don't really know. Let me tell you what's going on in the streets of Liverpool. Sam Walker is a grooming nonce that damages young girls and young boys and ruins their life. Some lads have killed themselves. So it is what it is. You don't know.
I don't know.
But it is what it is, lad. The truth will always come out. It's only a matter of time, mate.
Come on, come on. How long you been out now, anyway? How long you been out?
5 years. 5 years on the 21st of June.
Come on, come on. That freedom's beautiful, isn't it? That freedom's fucking lovely.
Absolutely. And I've had all these little rats trying to jeopardise it whilst I'm on licence.
But that's because you picked the phone up. Like if you never picked the phone up, yeah, and you just done it a different way, you'd never get these people. But you got a big following. You can do stuff for that. You can monetize it. You say you don't want to. You say all this other stuff, but boy, like soon the opportunities are going to come your way if they haven't already. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what? You know what, mate?
Hey, Darren, you're going to hook me up one of them paintings?
If you want, lad, but they're for sale.
Yeah, how much?
Well, you know, the hard way. Just let me get a few more on the wall. I want to cover the wall so it looks boss.
Yeah, I want one of them for my background still, brother. I'll hit you in the DM. Come on, bruv. Because that's the, bruv, like, see me, I've never been an artist type of guy, but, like, yeah, I respect art still, bruv. It's good, man. Yeah, it's good, man. Yeah, I know, I've tried it a few times still. Tried it a few times.
It's proper creative. Well, anyway, the bottom line is this, mate. You've been fucking ruining me for the past 3 months.
Look, let me apologise, let me say something.
You don't need to, nah, no, look. I don't want an apology on your ear, mate.
Cool.
Stop that, lad. I'm real as fuck. I know why you've done it. I know where you've been in there. It is what it is. I'm as real as fuck. Even though you've been writing me off and provoking me, I've never really came back because I just find it funny, mate.
You know it, innit? You see the funny side in this, innit?
Look, I find the funny side. It is what it is. You do what you do, and I'm not.
That's why I love you.
And I say that to everyone.
Seriously.
I say that to everyone. Look, there's going to be about 3 people screen recording this now and racing to get it out there for the views. I'm not interested if you're on it, bro.
I send it to me as well because I'm interested in them views and I want to post it on my YouTube channel. It's Living in London. You know what I'm saying? Come check me out. Boy wants some views, bruv.
You do what you're doing, lad. But them other maggots, mate, they tried to destroy me. I had to expose them before it happened, and they're still trying to destroy me right now. Look who they're giving the stage to. They're giving the stage to people who are lying. You know, you've got proper people that have probably begged this fucking one-eyed monster for a stage to tell their real story, to tell their real damage and their repair and how they've done it and blah, blah, blah. And he's blanked them and he's refused them. And then he's went and give this kid, Snitchy Bumberclart, a stage. And look at the title he put on it. Look at the fucking title he put on it, lads.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that's not hating?
Yeah, no, I know what he was doing with that.
And then he's floating around L5. He goes round L5 and goes to a club called the Shoesy. That Shoesy's smack bang in an area called Langsdale, and it's full of the worst fucking drug dealing grasses the city's ever known. That's it. And that's who he's mixing with. So don't get it twisted, lad. It is what it is. He's a scumbag. He knows exactly what he's done from day one. It's over a year ago, this, before... You know, I've got incidents like 18 months ago where I've got good followers of mine saying that Marvin's getting on them. Saying he wants to fund them.
With that Liam, when Liam Ditchy went on there, I guess Marv was doing that to provoke you. I get now that's a kind of obvious, you know what I'm saying, yeah? But
definitely.
But he had
look at the shit that came on. Look, but the bottom line is, if the kid weren't lying, if the kid was not lying, if Snitchy Bumberclart weren't lying, I'd take it on the chin. It's how I am. Yeah, you're not lying. I'd explain me past. But when he's deliberately lying and using a title that's very relevant at the moment right now, up and down the land, grooming county lines, for him to start saying he got groomed by me, it's just slang. I can sue the balls out of them right now. I've been advised for the past.
So what? You never met Liam, no?
Against these rats, all of them that's using my name.
Hey, what, you never met Liam in real life, no?
Never, ever. Never laid eyes on the little rat like that. Listen, this is the story with that Snitchy Bumberclart, mate, right? I'm just flowing. I get a message out the blue from some kid. What's happening, lad? It's Ditchy. Oh, is it? Who are you? blah, blah, blah. I used to graff you on the estate. No, you never, lad. Who are you? How old are you, lad? Bam. You were 12 when I went to jail, you know, mate. You definitely weren't with me. Fucked him off. 6 months later, you fucking rat, you groomed me. Went, all right then, kid. Bam, blanked him. 6 months later, I got a message off Ben Woods saying this kid's gone fucking deep on you. I said, what kid? Send me a photo of him.
Who's Ben Woods?
Ben Hatchett.
Oh, yeah.
His real name's Ben Woods, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Yeah.
So, yeah, so I fucking... He sent me a picture of him. I said, I don't even know the cunt, lad. It is what it is. I don't know him. I've never met him. He's never been in a room with me. He's never received money off me. He's never been threatened off me. He's never been groomed off me. I can't say what he got up to with Danny.
So why do you say that then?
Clickbaiting. That's all I can put it down to, lad. Don't forget, he's Marvin's family. Look at the beginning of the interview. Oh, I'm here, man, with family, big smiles. It's obvious. You've got to be stupid if you can't see what they're doing.
I just thought he was just getting back at you for just like everything else.
How can he get back at someone he doesn't know? How can he get back at someone? And let's not forget, mate, he was selling drugs before he even landed on the Grisdale estate. He'd already had a stint in jail. He'd already sold a little bit of swag up his own ends before he came down to Anfield. There's a reason why he was grafting out the way, like. He's been a victim all his life, bro. There was nothing special about him when he was a kid. Oh, listen, all the homework and getting back off him, he was simply get up the road with that kid, come back with the dope kid, get up the road with that. That's what he was. And the majority of his time in that game was in jail. And that's the bottom line with him, lad. So you've got some kid that this one-eyed monster's went, yeah, go ahead, you can have that stage, even though I know you're lying, even though I know what you're saying is a load of bullshit. I'm going to give you that stage and I'm going to put this title on it. That's one incident. That's one incident that that little horrible poisonous bastard's done to me. One. There's loads of others.
No.
So,
I know shit goes on behind the scenes.
We've had a good chat. You was clickbaiting me, lad. I was going to give you a nickname. I was going to give you a nickname, lad. Do you want to know what your nickname was going to be?
Oh, fuck. Go on then. Go on then.
So, look, we've got Snitchy Bumberclart. We've got the one-eyed monster. We've got the stalker. And now we've got the Maltese head. Maltese Lazar. Maltese Lazar. What's happening, Maltese Lazar, lad?
Hey, I'm keeping that one. I'm taking that to the roads with me, bro.
We'll go ahead then, lad. I'm going to go.
I listen, bro. Big fan, bro. Appreciate that, mate.
Look, I'm as real as fuck, mate. Always have been. Let them crack on. You're neutral. Bro. You're on the fence, so I can understand where you're coming from, bro.
I appreciate you, brother. Keep doing your thing,
mate. Peace out, Lazar, man.
Love,
have a nice night.
You too.
Yeah, bro. Well, there you go, lad. That was Maltese Lazar. Coming in, fine and shining. Must have put all oil on his head and that. Come in. Like a little hot chocolate there. Anyway, people, Maltese Lazar. What a guy, eh? But you know what I like about him? He just came right out with it. I clickbaited you, lad. And I'm going to clickbait you in a minute with this video. But that's what it is. I've got time for people like that who are just getting by, bouncing on the back of stories. But when people are creating bullshit and trying to bounce on a positive, then they're not really positive themselves.
When you're at the pop, you can lose it all off one fuck up.
100.
Fuck them, I don't know them, name 100.
100.
Fuck them, I don't know them, name 100.